Oh, film breakdown. Not only film breakdown, but I got two things I want to talk about before the film breakdown. Lots to go on in this video. So without further ado, what is up, Finn fans? Got a nice little film breakdown for you. It's nothing crazy, nothing too long. That's what she said. Because we blew them out. We blew them out very decisively. So, I got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 plays. 11-ish plays. I don't know why I lost my breath when I said plays. I was like, plays. But I have some things I want to talk about, some news that happened today that we're going to get into. So without further ado, well, not today, it happened yesterday, but let's jump into it. Boom! The Miami Dolphins are bringing in Reuben Foster on Wednesday for a tryout. Now, I posted that in the community tab. If you don't know what the community tab is, it's on the main page. It says community. That's where I post stuff that for the people who don't have Twitter. But Reuben Foster's coming in for a tryout. Now, Reuben Foster was a former first rounder. Very good instinctual linebacker. The reason he's not in the NFL anymore is because of his off-the-field issues. If he can get his off-the-field issues under control, he could definitely help this team out. Now, another tidbit of information, as you could see from Adam Schefter, he said one reason the Dolphins could be in the market for linebacker depth is Miami Dolphins linebacker Jerome Baker suffered an MCL injury Sunday and is now considered week to week at this point. So Jerome Baker's injury, there was no tears to his ACL, PCL, but it's an MCL injury. So I think the ACL is on the outside, and then the MCL and the PCL cross behind the kneecap. I'm trying to go to my anatomy and physiology classes that I took almost 10 years ago. But so, week to week. So he'll be back, but they're bringing in Reuben Foster to try out potentially as depth. I love the move. I talked about bringing in Reuben Foster, I think, during training camp. I think he very much helped this team out. He's been playing in the Canadian Football League, so it's not like he's out of shape. Absolutely love that move there. The other thing I want to talk about is this. Now, first and foremost, I don't want to say anything. I don't want people to get the feeling that I'm celebrating the fact that Trevor Lawrence got injured. Trevor Lawrence did get injured, and they walked him off the field all the way down the tunnel. Like, get the man a cart. But the Jacksonville Jaguars ended up losing to the Cincinnati Bengals, which means the Miami Dolphins for this week are the number 1 seed. Now, if the Miami Dolphins win out, they are the number 1 seed. They control their destiny. And that is a thing of beauty. We've been in this situation where we have controlled our destiny and have faltered it. Just win, baby. That's all you got to do, especially because the Ravens are going to be playing the 49ers. That's a possible loss there. The Jacksonville Jaguars are going to be playing the Ravens. That's a possible loss there. The Dolphins play the Ravens. If they beat them, there goes the tiebreaker to Miami. There's a lot of intermingling things that could happen again next week. We'll go into it on Monday when I give you the playoff picture after the deeper dive. But the Miami Dolphins right now are the number 1 seed, and they control their own destiny. Just win. That's all you got to do. You just got to win. Beat the teams you're supposed to in the next 2 weeks, then shut people up by beating the Cowboys, going into Baltimore, and then home for the Bills. And if that happens, Barry Jackson came out with this tweet, and it just blew my socks off. Barry Jackson said, Dolphins will enter Week 14 as the number 1 seed in the AFC. Should they stay there through January 7th, they will play 6 of the next 7 games at home before flying to Las Vegas for the Super Bowl. So say they make it all the way to the Super Bowl, they will have only had to play 1 road game, and that is against the Baltimore Ravens. Just win. That's all you got to do. Take care of business and just win. So without further ado, let's get into the film breakdown. Some things I noticed before we break this down. I pointed out, we are obviously going to look at the pick six. We're going to look at the touchdown passes. We're going to look at some missed throws. We're going to look at some miss on the defense. Not saying that they're bad, but I kind of want to pick on everything. But the Raheem Mostert runs like a madman. Wheel route was hurting us, especially with the linebackers versus their running backs. That was hurting us. I'll show you that. Tua was on fire. That man was on this game. We'll look at that. And then Devon Achane. That man's back. He's back and better than ever. But without further ado, some of you guys said that you liked me being on camera. So I'm gonna minimize myself. You guys were like, I like you being there, Doug. So I'm just gonna minimize myself. I'll still be here. You get a good portion of the field. I do have the pen, so we are gonna be drawing all that good stuff. So we're gonna start here with the Tyreek Hill touchdown, and I'm gonna play it, and then we're gonna break it down. And I want to see if you notice something pre-snap. Normally I don't start here. Normally I don't start here with my edits. I start, I hit play, and then I wait for this screen to pop away, and then clean screen. You'll see with the other edits. But I started with this here because Tua does something pre-snap that is a thing of beauty. So I want to see if you notice it, and then I'll show you in the breakdown. Now let me play it. I'm hitting this one because this is I'm dumb. He beat him so bad. So let's see. I want to see did anyone notice it? It's all the way at the beginning. Okay. Let me bust out this pen. Because I think, yes, this is the safety right here. So, what happened is, before this, all the doodaddy, Achane was here. And he kind of motioned over here. So 52 is going to come over. He's going to take on Achane. And then the safety is playing over here. He's also going to cheat towards Achane, but he's playing very far. He's not, normally you get like a safety here or you get like a safety here. Sometimes they'll play in the middle of the box, but you'll get him on one side or the other if it's single high safety. He's cheating very far over towards Achane's side. So Tua pre-snap sees that. He sees that, okay, I got a single high safety who is cheating very much over for Achane. I have Tyreek Hill here in the slot, kind of getting a little pressed. Not much, right? Because the line of scrimmage is about here. So, not much. But he's getting a little pressed, because you see how far back 29 is on Braxton. He's getting a little pressed. So what does Tua do? He reads the defense. He says, I got a single high safety. They're going to try to cover Achane over here. I'm going to have Tyreek Hill on this corner, one-on-one. I'm throwing it to him. And that's what he says right here. Right there. Looks at Tyreek. And essentially he says, subtle. Stands there. Looks over at Tyreek. Real subtle. Real subtle. And that's essentially telling him, this is for you. That's for you. And throws at the perfect point. Right there. Looking him in his eyes. And look how far over the safety's playing. He got beat. Linebacker up top got beat by Achane. Whoop. Now this, so at this point, when Tua throws it, he could have thrown it to Achane, but the reason he didn't is because the safety was cheating over towards Achane's spot. So he went with, this is a prime oh shit right here. Literally reaching for him, trying to get I'll take a 5-yard penalty. I'll grab him. Just no touchdown here. And then he tries to run over. It's too late. Boop. Touchdown. But Tua saw it, looked. Safety's cheating over towards Achane. And boop, threw to him. Thing of beauty. Now, this is the Waddle drop. I'm not showing you this play necessarily to pick on Jalen Waddle here. I'm showing you this play because of Tua. And I think they only rushed 3. It's a zone coverage. Looks like a cover 2. You can see your two safeties up at the top here. You got your 1, 2. Not high, right? But you got your 2 safeties. Yeah, you got a linebacker here. It seems to be covering. I'm trying to see because I know orange cleats is Waddle. I think this is Braxton. This must be Hill. They line up so exotic because I think this is the tight end. And I think down here is Cedric, but that doesn't look like, because I know Chosen wasn't active. Doesn't look like 11. I'm telling you, Mike McDaniel with his exotic plays. But anyway, I think they only sent 3 at this point. Tua gives himself time. He reads the whole defense, makes time in the pocket, and then makes the throw. It's pocket presence. Tua has great pocket presence. And there are people who say he doesn't. Drops back. So they send 3, but Austin Jackson's doing his thing. The pressure gets through, rolls out, butt naked, and just drops it. And you know why he dropped it. But watch Tua. Takes him out of the equation. Wants this one. Got a defender, right? Could throw it here. Got a defender. Definitely could drop it off to Achane, but he's kind of looking here. The stunt in the middle. He recognizes the stunt. I got to get out of here. Rolls out, and he sees Jalen Waddle is coming back. Throws it. This is why he dropped it. Because if you look, he has one guy here. So if he takes it, say he kind of wants to do one of these. He wants to take it up here. He's got Tyreek can come up and block, right? So you got to break one guy, but he's got all this real estate. He can either grab and go this way. He's got all of this real estate for him to make moves, do things that he wants to do, and that's what he's thinking about first. Where am I going? What am I doing after I catch this ball? And he drops it. He makes up for it, but you know for a fact that's killing him. Now, this is the AVG pick. And Vic Fangio told him something. And I'm going to talk about it, and I'm going to play it, and then I'm going to show you more after I'm done talking. Just playing it, whatever. He said that the right tackle here kind of gives it away when it's going to be a screen. I don't know. I can't remember which one of these guys gets a screen, but the right tackle kind of opens himself up and he comes over getting ready for the screen. It's a very, instead of kind of engaging with AVG, he kind of like engage and then opens himself up. And he told Thor that. Yeah, I call him Thor. And Thor recognized it the second time. He's like, watch for that, because then that means they're going to be throwing, a bubble screen. And he recognizes it and he picks it off. Just thing of beauty. And I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. See right there? See how the way he opens himself up? This is what he noticed. And he's like not engaging. So if you notice the whole time, Andrew Van Ginkel is not even looking at nor trying to engage with the tackle. He's keeping his eyes on the quarterback so he can jump that sucker. It was to 1. 1 came back for the screen. It was just a thing of beauty. Just an absolute thing of beauty. This play is a run play. I think it's a run play. I literally just edited this together and I don't remember, but I know what I wrote. But it's a run play. It's to the outside. It's to the right side. And the reason I'm showing this is it's just poor tackling. Now, the Dolphin defense was absolutely dominant. So me showing you these plays isn't me saying, oh, the Dolphin defense sucks or whatever. It's just some things I noticed, because it does happen throughout the season, even though they are dominating. It's bad tackling here. Going to hand this ball off to 8, bounces to the outside, should be tackled right here. And he just... And what sucks the most, makes the cleanup tackle. Well, Brandon Jones is our thumper at safety. But at this point, he should be stopped. You got Baker on his back, you got Xavier Howard here, and you got Brandon Jones. And just what in the gods, what? And you know for a fact they're looking at that in the film breakdown. It was bad tackling. And that was like a 29-yard run. Bad tackling. Now, this is the play where it kind of hurt us a little bit. And this is the play where Baker gets hurt. We're not going to look at the part where Baker gets hurt. But it's a wheel route. You're going to have the running back kind of run a wheel route. And you're going to have Baker kind of try to stay with him. But at this point of the intersection, he gets Baker's not very good in coverage. None of our middle linebackers are very good in coverage, even though when Duke Riley came in, he kind of was better. But twice this wheel route kind of hurt the Dolphin defense. And again, we won 45-15, so it don't really matter. But it's just things I'm noticing that I want to show. Because like I said, see at that point where they both were supposed to turn, kind of broke his ankles a little bit there. And he, right here. Baker doesn't know what type of route it's going to be. Is he going to cut to the inside? Is he going to cut to the outside? Is he going to keep going? And they're playing man. It's a man defense, and the offense, it's a good play on offense because you're going to have him come up and run an in route, and all of the plays are going to be going towards this side of the field, leaving all of this open. And that's how the wheel route worked for them. It's a good play. They ended up scoring on this play. Everything's coming towards the middle of the field, opening up the outside here for the wheel route. It's a good play. At that point, the Dolphins are up 17-7. Now this is the deep pass to Jalen Waddle. It's off. Some people wanted to get on Jalen Waddle that he should have caught it. I think the pass is off. Now he's double covered. I don't know why on God's green earth. But also it was what? It was 1st and 10. We were up 17-7. I didn't hate it. Because you had 2 deep passes going. And they were both double covered. That was the plan. You're not beating us deep. And that was it. That literally was the play. No one else is really running around. You got Mostert here kind of running a little quick out and a little bit of an in here. But he said, screw it. Let me try this. But in all honesty, if he would have put the ball here, not there. If he would have put the ball out in front. So Waddle didn't have to really turn his head back. And then kind of go this way for the ball and just allow him to go this way for the ball. I think it would have been a reception, worst case scenario, instead of an incompletion. See how he has to come back and go this way for the ball? I feel like if he would have put out in front of him. But some people wanted to blame Jalen Waddle for that. I don't know about that one. And then this is the touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill that some people were like, it was a bad pass. Some people on Twitter are like, who? And then Tyreek Hill came out and told everyone literally to shut up. I ran the wrong route. Tua was right. I was wrong. And then people were like, well, mana. It's supposed to be a go. He still caught it. That's what Tyreek Hill's good at. He's good at tracking the passes. But essentially, and pre-snap before, I edited it, he sits there and he watches him. He watches Tua and he's squatted down. It's absolutely hilarious to me. But it's supposed to be a go. It's supposed to be a go route. It kind of runs a post. He's supposed to come around and then he's just supposed to run a go. But at one point, as he's running, he tries to get around the defender and he starts to veer that way. I'm telling you, having this pen, you could see the thickness, the difference in the lines using this pen. It's good investment to people breaking down film. But you could see he kind of veers. It looks like he's trying to get around the defender. Because where Tua throws it at this point, he's expecting a go. He throws it at the numbers. But he kind of goes around the defender, starts to go inside, and throws it it's a perfect throw for what it should be. Because look where he takes off. takes off at the numbers, and it's supposed to be a go route. He's just supposed to run straight. But he tries to get around the defender, and they have to come back and catch it. It was supposed to be a go route. He started running somewhat of a post, had to come back and catch it. It's good to me. Good to me. You know why? Because it ended up being a touchdown, and the Miami Dolphins at that point were up 24-7. Now this is a 20-yard no-look pass. And you might say to yourself, really, Doug? But it just shows how Tua manipulates this defense with his eyes. He froze that defender. Freezes him. Right here. Because he's going to run. And go up, and he's going to run in. And he's got to freeze this defender, because if this defender keeps dropping back, he can't throw that in. So he drops back, and then he kind of stays right here. Freezes him by looking to his left and throwing straight. See how he pulls him over? Right here, watch. Pulls him over. Gives him the space he needs to throw that to Tyreek. Show you another angle. Looking this way. See, he's looking this way. So he looks over. Looking this way. Throwing it that way. 20's watching his eyes the entire time. Watch as he drops back. He's watching his eyes, watching his eyes. Goes over that way. Throws it that way. Drop back. Whoop. Thing of beauty. Last two plays I'm going to show you, like I said, short one today, but really drives home how good this team is getting. Tua's pocket presence. These last two plays show Tua's pocket presence. This is 3rd and 12 from their 20. This ends up being a touchdown. It ends up being a run in by Raheem Mostert. But just pressure in his face, evades it, and he sees it. That's the thing I love about Tua's progression and how he's getting better as the year goes on. As he's dropping back, he's looking, scanning the field, and he knows right here, as he's evading the pressure, right? Drops back, and he knows, because he knows the plays. He sees this defender's over here. He knows that Waddle's going to be running this in route, and he sees that this area of the field is going to be open. He needs 2 more seconds for him to get off the defender and run in. That 2 seconds is just him going that way. He's like, I need 2 more seconds. Dips, and then as he dips, he sees that, he's where he needs to be. Gets him the ball. Dips. As he's moving, still has his eyes down the field, sees that the defender is now taking the running back. The center of the field's open. Plants his feet, and that's the other thing I love about this play. Make sure to set his feet so he gets the ball off to him. First down. But I am not done, because he's going to get a free rusher at him. This is 2nd and 7. We are up 38-7. 18-yard pass here. Little whoop. Free rusher. And he's not even looking at him. But again, he knows where his people are. He knows the routes. He knows the route trees. He's looking over here. He's like, let me see if I can get something to Jalen Waddle. But he knows, I think this is Tanner Connor. He's going to kind of be running the in route. He's going to just sit right here. Just going to sit in the middle of the field. Tua knows that. He wants to throw over here first. Throws back. Looking here. This is where he wants. He doesn't have time. He's got a blitzer coming. He's not even looking at him, but he feels him. Sidesteps him. Keeps his eyes down the field. Up. I got Julian Hill. I'm going to hit him. It's the thing of beauty. As the season goes on, Tua is just getting better and better. And it's a flipping thing of beauty. But that's what I got for you guys today. Again, we beat the crap out of the Washington Commanders. There was a lot of good. There's some bad. I want to sprinkle in a little bit of it each just to, Again, the defense was absolutely dominant. The offense was absolutely dominant. I think we punted 3 times all game. Really great. And kind of want to talk about Reuben Foster. Kind of want to talk about our number 1 seed and all that stuff. But I will see you guys tonight with the recap of episode 3 of Hard Knocks. And then tomorrow you're getting 2 videos. You're getting the power rankings and the picks tomorrow. 2 videos tomorrow. Then Friday you get a preview. Sunday I'll see you guys. Oh, no, sorry, Monday. Monday night, I'll see you guys. So maybe Sunday night, I will make a recap video on what happened on Sunday. But be sure to check out the picks video on Wednesday. I talk to you guys about who we want to lose. But on that, like usual, stay classy. If it's up.